Hello, guys. I am Killer Cyber Slayer, and today I'm going to give you a video about why 90s cartoons are way better than modern cartoons. Man, we already know the answer. There's better stories, it's not catalog. A lot of stuff in the 90s had a lot of stuff. You can find any good cartoon, and there you go. Like back in the day, you flick your child like born in the late '90s, but still, I still know those cartoons because they were still in the early 2000s. But you can get a VHS tape and like record your favorite show, like Batman the Animated Series, Tiny Toons, Ed, and Eddie, Powerpuff Girls, I Am Weasel, SWAT Cats, Street Sharks, so many cartoons, Sonic Underground, Sonic the Animated Series, and so many other. You can press and record for like Toonami and all that good stuff. But with modern cartoons, all you need is just like a all you need goes on like you have to go in the underground or like Netflix to find good cartoons nowadays. But it's not like it was in the '90s where like any channel that has cartoons, you'll find something to watch that's good. That's actually good animation. Because these modern cartoons, some of them are lazy as shit. Sometimes some of them are like garbage and shit. They're catalog. They're bland. Some like they like this is all because of 2010. Millennials messed up that decade. It could people just so much stuff. You can because like nowadays, like when you go on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, like Disney Channel, you know, Nicktoons. If you go on those channels, look what you're gonna be finding like reboots, remakes, and a lot of these generic looking ass cartoons, Because back then on Nick, you would find like they had Nicktoons Friday, even in the 2000s. They had something to it. Nicktoons Friday. You click on Fridays, you're gonna find SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, all stuff like Doug, Rugrats, so many others, man. Today, whatever these shows like Rock Paper Scissors and like Loud House, and I mean they're not bad shows. Don't get me wrong. I know there's some good modern cartoons today, but do they compare to the cartoons of yesteryears? Do they? The glorious era of cartoons, the 90s, do they compare to it? No. You're not giving Gen Alpha good stuff because I'm looking at Cartoon Network. They got these shows, these preschool shows like Barbara and Foster's Fun Time. Really? You want to get these shows? Why are you even rebooting Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? You spinning it all like, what in the world is this mess, man? Barbara, what is this? This looks stupid. You make 1970s like filmation cartoons look better than this stuff that's called Barbara. Get out of here. All this stuff going on. All these shows. We need a time travel. Just go back to the days where the cartoons were good. We need to go back. We need something. We need to get rid of these SJWs that are ruining cartoons. That's the reason why I think 90s cartoons are better than modern cartoons, because modern cartoons got political gayness. They make these characters gay. They do all this stuff. You know, they put all these politically correctness into these shows. Like, really? This? Come on, man. And the designs of these modern cartoon characters, some of them like look like they did all that same formula. It really, and especially it's coming from like Cartoon Network, like they always use that same formula, the same cow art style. It looks like it's dying out, but they still kind of do that still. But like the Valley Prince of Prince Ivan, though, it still looked like Amazing World of Gumball animation. Like, come on. Still doing this same cow art style. Like, you're still doing it. They ain't even drawing ratings. And there's actually another reason why I think 90s cartoons are better than modern cartoons. Because the 90s cartoons, you can find a whole variety of 11-minute, like not 11-minute, but like 22-minute shows, action shows, like good action shows, people that remember. Like we don't have that really right now. It's only on Netflix, but not Cartoon Network or I mean Disney XD, Disney. I mean they have that, but a lot of people are like abandoning Disney XD. But like Cartoon Network don't got no action shows airing now. They have to rerun action shows from the past, from the library. They have to do that. That's why they were airing Samurai Jack. And they had to do checkerboard patch. They don't know how to make cartoons. Their studio died. You know why? The studio died because Christina Miller gives us no action shows. She's the reason, like, we don't even got Pokemon. All this stuff, all this dumb stuff going on in the modern era of time, this day and age, this generation. This generation deserves way better, giving us that Thundercats reboot. This decade sucks. Even last decade sucked, man. Yeah, there was still a little bit of action cartoons, but that was going to be eradicated because of Christina Miller, man. I don't get how people were defending that garbage. Like Doodle Tones, all these fools, all these like the round tables. See, they're the reason we don't got nothing out now. These big ass platforms are the reason we don't got all this stuff now. We don't got no new action cartoons airing on Cartoon Network. Like, so pathetic, man. No anime, nothing. And if they do get anime, they're gonna get One Piece, that garbage show, with Naruto, that trash show. I know that in the One Piece aired in '99, it is a '90s show, but it's not really a '90s show. It's still a 2000s show. They aired a lot on Toonami. The old Toonami in the '90s was better than the one really right now, because they have Toonami Rewind. Like, really? It's like, everything's just nostalgia. This decade's just a nostalgia decade. Just bringing back stuff like, oh man. That's why back in the '90s, like, do you think back in the '90s they would bring back stuff from the '90s? It's not a nostalgia decade, it's its own decade. It's not trying to blend other decades. It doesn't do that. Just because they had to show that 70s show, that doesn't mean that it's trying to go back to the 1970s. It's trying to be its own decade with its own original content, original cartoons, creative shit, edginess, coolness, maturity, real men, real everything, real music. This decade ain't showing it right. Like, it's not really showing me that this decade is going to be real, original, maturity, real men, real everything, creative ideas, creative shows. they're not doing that nowadays with these cartoons. They're not doing it nowadays with these animes, these all this stuff. They're not doing it these days. They want to be politically correct. Why is this PC culture still here? It's trash. This PC political, all this stuff, man. These political parties, all this stuff, ruining cartoons these days. And I know they used to do this with SWAT cats back in the 90s, you know? Because it was too violent. It was all that, but there were way darker cartoons back in those days. You know, Sci-Fi had a bunch of blood and guts anime. How come they never boycott that? But they did it for SWAT cats. And by the way, that cartoon should have been a neat cartoon anyway. It should have been. That's the reason, because these conservatives, or what are they? Whatever they are. Yeah, these conservatives are the reason we even got this SJW garbage. They are. Because I was watching the Truth Teller's like Q&A or his video about this. They're the reason we they thought Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the 90s was like they thought it was bad. He's got all this stuff, you know. It's too violent. It's too violent. This is how we got the SJW culture. Anti-SJWs. Talking about, man. Crazy. What else is why 90s cartoons are better than modern cartoons? What else? It kind of, because it feels mature. You can, like Beavis and Butthead, that was mature. Celebrity Deathmatch, mature. All of that is mature. Even mature action cartoons like Batman the Animated Series, Street Sharks, even mature animes on Saturday night, Sunday morning, or on, something like that. We don't have that now. These animes and cartoons are so cheap. They're so cheap, man. I know I'm gonna get a lot of dislikes and comments saying, "Well, you gotta look deeper on Netflix. You might find something on there." But I just told y'all that you have to look for it. Why are you telling me now? In the comment section. Come on. What else? I really can't even think of anything else. But anyways, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And I am Killer Cyber Slayer 99, and I'm definitely going to see y'all next time. Later.